Was it truly the weight of a feather that shattered their world, or the whisper of a lie? Elara stared at the legal document, the ink still smelling faintly of deception. Her mother's signature, usually so elegant, was a crude imitation, a jagged scar on the page. Amelia, her sister, sat across the polished mahogany table, a smirk playing on her lips. Her eyes, once filled with shared dreams, now gleamed with a cold, triumphant avarice. The lawyer cleared his throat, oblivious to the seismic shift happening between them. The funeral had been a blur of tear-stained faces and hollow condolences, but the reading of the will had been a punch to the gut. Elara felt a chill deeper than the cemetery's frost as the lawyer droned on, detailing Amelia's sole claim to their mother's considerable estate. Every cherished memory, every shared childhood dream, now felt tainted, a cruel mockery of their bond. Amelia's feigned sympathy was a venomous poison seeping into Elara's soul. Days bled into weeks, each one a torment of doubt and burning indignation. Elara replayed every conversation, every knowing glance, every dismissive wave of Amelia's hand. The forged signature haunted her sleep, a grotesque parody of their mother's loving touch. She sought out old photographs, scrutinizing her mother's handwriting, finding subtle differences that screamed of forgery. The truth, stark and brutal, solidified: Amelia had stolen everything. The initial shock gave way to a simmering rage, a quiet storm brewing within Elara. She remembered her mother's last words, a soft whisper about keeping what was theirs, together. This wasn't just about money, it was about honoring her mother's memory, about justice. A cold resolve settled in her heart. She wouldn't confront Amelia with accusations, she would gather irrefutable proof, a weapon forged in the fires of betrayal. Elara delved into the digital shadows, searching for a trace, a loose end. Her mother had been meticulous with finances, keeping detailed records. Digging through old hard drives and cloud backups, Elara found a trove of digital receipts, appointment confirmations, and, crucially, a draft will her mother had been working on months before her passing. The differences between the draft and the executed will were glaring, damning evidence of Amelia's treachery. The final piece of the puzzle clicked into place when Elara found an old, encrypted chat log between Amelia and a known forger, hidden deep within Amelia's neglected laptop, a laptop Elara had borrowed during a sympathetic visit. The messages laid bare Amelia's cynical plotting, her callous disregard for their mother and Elara. The betrayal was complete, chilling in its premeditation. Revenge, Elara realized, would not be enough. Amelia needed to face the full weight of her crimes. Elara carefully compiled her evidence: the manipulated will, the authentic handwriting samples, the damning chat logs, and expert opinions she had quietly solicited. Each piece was a shard of truth, ready to pierce Amelia's carefully constructed lie. She felt a grim satisfaction, a sense of purpose that had been absent since her mother's passing. The game had begun, and Amelia was about to learn that some wounds never truly heal. The day of reckoning arrived, cloaked in the sterile light of the courthouse. Elara watched Amelia, resplendent in a designer suit, exuding an air of unearned confidence. The tension in the room was palpable, a silent hum of anticipation. Elara presented her meticulously gathered evidence, each document a hammer blow to Amelia's facade. Amelia's smug smile slowly crumbled, replaced by a growing panic as the truth began to unravel. As the judge's gavel fell, delivering a verdict of fraud and ordering the immediate restitution of the estate to Elara, Amelia's world imploded. Her carefully constructed life, built on lies and greed, collapsed around her. The look in Amelia's eyes, a mixture of disbelief, horror, and a dawning understanding of her ruined future, was a stark mirror to the pain Elara had endured. It was a victory, but a bittersweet one, tinged with the sadness of a broken bond. Elara stood in their mother's study, sunlight streaming through the window, illuminating the familiar bookshelves. The estate was hers, but the true inheritance was the peace in her heart, the knowledge that justice had been served. The void left by Amelia's betrayal still echoed, but now, it was filled with the quiet strength of her mother's memory. It wasn't about revenge anymore, but about restoration, a new beginning forged from the ashes of deceit.